Hello, my dear Scorpio friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have your forecast for July right here. Before I do that, though, I want to make an announcement. Excuse me. Oh, there. On the heels of the Supreme Court and Roe v. Wade, I would like to remind you, if you hadn't heard, that recently I wrote a book called Your First Sexual Imprinting and a Method for Releasing Old Emotional Trauma. Some of you know how passionate I am about helping people release their childhood programming. And I have a very simple technique called Take Back Your Life, which can plug into lots of different subjects. I'm in the process of writing a book called Take Back Your Money. It should be ready in about a month. I will let you know. The book I finished that was very important to me, Your First Sexual Imprinting, is the story of 10 women who I interviewed who shared their first sexual imprinting. This does not occur when you're in your 30s or 40s. It occurs perhaps when you're 3 or 4 or 5. It is something that occurs over and over afterwards for the rest of your life. Some of you know this. This particular book helps you release that and move forward beyond it. I began writing this when the Me Too movement began because of all the accusations about improper sexual advances made by men, many of them in power. And I realized that it was time to write this book so that the average person, not a star, not a celebrity, can rid herself of the program that she got when she was a little kid that continues to repeat itself. If you're interested in a copy of this book, check it out on Amazon. Now, let's talk Scorpio. Oh my goodness. Well, look at this gorgeous chart for July. Let's start with Mars. Mars is the co-ruler of Scorpio. It's in your 6th house of work, health, and service, and it has been there for several weeks. On the 5th, it is moving into your 7th house of partnership. And this is you getting out there, being involved in one-on-one relationships, whether they are personal or business. If you have a partner, a business partner, or if you are married, or if you are with somebody, we're talking about that person who is requiring lots of your attention. And so my suggestion would be that you give your attention to them. Wherever Mars is what comes first to us. It's what we throw ourselves into. It's what we fight with or fight for. First, we talked about the 6th house of work, health, and service. And very often, if we have unexpressed anger at Mars, it can cause us to have physical symptoms. After the 5th, Mars is going to be in your house of partnership. And that's what's going to come first to you, getting out there and being with people. Jupiter, the turquoise planet, the greater benefic, blesses whatever house it is in. It's in that house of partnership. Now, it's in the shadow of the retrograde, and it's going to go retrograde on the 28th of July. And it will stay retrograde until November 24th. It's one of the slower moving planets. It will not be able to express itself fully when it is retrograde, because that is the preparatory phase. However, when it comes out of retrograde, it will blossom and expand your relationships. It will bring blessings. That is the nature of Jupiter. Venus and Mercury have been in your 8th house. Now, this is the house that you rule in the natural zodiac, the 8th house of sex, of passion, of transformation and transmutation and secrets and other people's money. Secrets, the greatest secret of all, where we come from and where we go and we leave here. Venus, the pink planet of love in your 8th house, indicates a deep, deep feeling about love and perhaps a transformation in the way you believe about love, you think about love, and you express it. That's the transformation. On the 17th, Venus moves into your 9th house of the higher mind, and you are finished digging. You have your answers, and you are totally free from the psychic detective that is looking beneath the surface to get to the bottom of what's really going on. Mercury, the blue planet, is our conscious mind. It's what we think about and talk about. And there it is in the 8th house, trying to analyze and think about what has been and perhaps change our thinking. On the 5th of July, it moves into your 9th house and your thinking has changed. In other words, when the planet leaves the 8th house, it's because it has accomplished what it came for. So on the 17th, Venus moves into your 9th house and you look at life philosophically through loving eyes. Mercury moves into your 9th house on the 5th, and you're very practical and logical in expressing your ideas. And on the 19th, Mercury moves into your 10th house of your career and your public image, and you are sharing your ideas publicly from a top position. How do I know that? Because the sun, the yellow planet, has been in your 9th house. The sun is the center of our life. It is the giver of life. With the sun in the 9th house, you see the big picture. You see the far horizon. You see what's really going on, and you're dealing in concepts and principles, not ideas. The full moon helps you dumb this down and put it in words of one syllable so other people understand. But you have a vision, maybe more than one, when this beautiful 9th house of the higher mind is activated. And on the 22nd, the sun moves into your 10th house, and it is time for you to be the leader. It's time for you to take your psychic journey and put it into action. Now, we have a full moon on the 13th in 21 Capricorn. It's in your 3rd house of ideas. This is great because you can take your beliefs and put them into understandable thoughts, whether a book, a blog, teaching, just talking to people. You take the big picture and you can break it down so others can understand it. This is also a great time for short distance traveling. I don't mean up to the mall, I mean trips. And then 2 weeks after the full moon, we have a new moon. It's on the 28th and it's in 5 degrees of Leo and 39 minutes, 5:39 of Leo. And it restarts your public image, because on the new moon, that's when the energy begins to grow one more time. Full moon, everything comes to a head. The moon starts waning for the next 2 weeks. The energy gets lower and lower. And on the new moon, it is resurrected and your career is kickstarted one more time. I love it. So I hope you have a wonderful July. And I look forward to being with you again in August. So, till we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.